Welcome to Happily Ever After, the podcast where we talk about life's big stories, from breakups and breakdowns to icky secrets and happy endings. It's the stuff that makes us human. I'm your host, Hannah Harvey. I'm a writer and a parenting blogger at mumsdays.com. I'd be really grateful if you could subscribe and leave a review because it basically means more people can find the podcast. And I also absolutely love hearing from you, so please do contact me through Instagram at mumsdays, MUMSDAYS, with any of your stories and any thoughts you might have on the episode or any questions. You can find all the details from this episode in the show notes. Hello and welcome to a festive Happily Ever After with me, Hannah, and Katie's here with me too.
Hello.
Hiya.
Happy nearly Christmas, everybody.
We did christen it Divorcemas last year.
Happy nearly Divorcemas, everybody.
This year, officially, big changes. I am now divorced.
Yes, very good. Congratulations.
So, yeah. But now we're tackling the subject of how to enjoy Christmas as a single person. Is that the right title?
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. This is going to be a good one, guys. Strap in.
How to be single at Christmas and still enjoy Christmas, but not with the word Christmas twice.
I feel like the issue with it is it's making it sound like being single is shit.
I know, yeah.
And I actually have learned that being single is not shit.
Being single is not shit. There is a big common misconception about the fact that you have to be coupled up at Christmas.
Yes.
And it's actually going to be okay, and we're here to tell you why.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
You've got some good tips. But yeah, it is that whole, like, we're all going to be wrapping presents, watching Love Actually, and The Holiday.
Yeah. And, like, you need somebody on the other side of your bed to keep you warm over the festive season. But actually, I've got a cat, so...
And so you have got someone.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
And I've got 2 kids. They are also somebodies.
They are some bodies, yeah.
So we're not single.
Well, we are, but...
In the unmarried, uncoupled up sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like The Holiday, for example, it's literally about 2 women who are very sad and alone. Notice that the people that they get with, it's not so much about them being... Oh, no, it is. They are sad and alone too. They both have their hearts broken in different ways. But it does feel it's more about the women.
Yeah.
Being in shit situations, and then they get into a good situation because they go on holiday and fall in love.
I mean, it is a good film.
Is it?
Yeah, I like it. But also, I feel equally happy about watching that alone. So...
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
But maybe it's because I'm just not that keen on it.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Controversial.
I
Please
know.
no hate mail.
Don't add her.
So what are your plans for Christmas? Katie and I are both currently single.
Yeah. Yeah, so last year I decided I was going to have my very first Christmas with just my partner, and that I wasn't going to go and see any of my family, and that we were just going to have Christmas in my house, the 2 of us, and I wouldn't bother with anything else. And it was nice enough, but I do regret not having gone and seen my family on the day that you set aside every year to go and see your family, because then you have to do
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, yeah, because then you have to do it some other time. Anyway, so I'm kind of pleased to be going back to see my family this year. I think my brother's going to host Christmas dinner, and it'll be him, which isn't the first time he's done it. He's done it a couple of times. So it'll be him and his wife, my grandparents, who are 92 and 93, and my dad and his partner Teresa, and me, little old me. So I'm quite looking forward to that, actually.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
That first year when I was single, I didn't go see my family and I regretted it.
Yeah.
I did have a nice time, But there's something about being like, I'm just going to go have a sleepover at my mum and dad's house.
Yeah.
And be around my family, even if I'm in bed at 9.
Yeah.
It's just having other people around me.
I think
We don't need to be talking.
Yeah.
In fact, I prefer if we weren't.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's even better if you're in bed by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's important to be with family. Like, if you're lucky enough to have that option, you know.
You don't hate them.
And you don't hate them, yeah. Then it's important to kind of like, or to make a plan for what to do, and for it not necessarily to be that you're alone on Christmas Day, you know.
Yeah.
Or that would be my preference anyway. I know that people do have Christmas Day alone and love it. So I think it's down to personal preference as well.
Yeah. I think, so I was dating somebody last year and I didn't have the kids in the morning, so I stayed at his house the night before and woke up there. Mm-hmm. We weren't even exclusive at the time. And we woke up on Christmas Day at his house, but he actually hates Christmas.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was a big deal for him.
No.
Whereas I was like, this definitely means something.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, that's annoying.
So yeah, he went through the motions of like, yeah, I'm going to go see my parents, but I can't wait to not be near them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, a lot of people feel that way about Christmas. And I think it is okay to just have it as just another day. But I think if you do think that there's importance in it as a holiday, then you should make sure that you've got plans, you know.
And if you have, I don't think you can underestimate anniversaries for making you feel different to what you think.
Yeah.
You think you could just treat it like another Saturday or a Sunday,
yeah,
be on your own.
Yeah.
But there's a chance, even if it's tiny, if there's a chance that you're going to feel melancholy, mm-hmm, make some fucking plans to be around people that you love.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Which I feel brings us nicely onto the fact that we need to know how to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that I don't celebrate.
Yeah.
And I've decided it's bullshit and we need to celebrate everything.
I agree. Yeah.
What are we doing straight after this, Katie?
We're going to go for some puddings and celebrate.
Yeah, we've just recorded 4 podcasts in a row, quite quickly. We're very efficient.
We are. We're really good.
And we're going to go and mark the occasion with some, like, little celebration.
You know, I'm so down for that. Like, I've got a jar in my house, which is the corks from all the bottles of champagne I've ever had. And every time I look at that, I think that's a lot of reasons to celebrate right there, you know?
Can't remember them all.
No, I can't.
Must have been something good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
so
really
I keep them all
nice.
so that it's like, they're like, and you know, there's probably 20 or 30 in there, you know, which is, and every time I look at it, I think that's a lot of reasons to celebrate right there. I've done a lot of celebrating and had a lot of achievements in my life.
Yes, lovely. Mm-hmm. So I think making space to, even if you're not that keen on Christmas, celebrate something else, but just do something special and nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think having something, great plans for the actual day, but also in the run-up.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Like, I've got all sorts of things planned with different groups of friends. Like, it doesn't all have to be one massive party. It can be...
I actually think that's the run-up might even be harder than the day itself, just because you don't think so. I think because like that's the snuggly time, isn't it? When you're in the lead up to Christmas and like everybody else is in with their partners having mulled wine and mince pies and watching a Christmas film, you know. That's when you might feel sort of like, oh, I'm just going back to my flat by myself now. But so that's why plans are important. Like, I am naturally not somebody who would relish a load of plans in a row. I'm going to make an effort this December, definitely.
So how many plans are we talking?
I mean, maybe 1 a week might be nice, which is a lot for me.
That is a lot. I've planned one thing for the whole month with my kids.
Yeah,
but like, that feels like enough.
Well, that's a good start.
But now that I messed up our holiday plans for the half-term holiday, I am going to need to take them away as well to make up for that.
Not necessarily, but you could, definitely.
It's part of them being okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll make up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that run up, I don't know if it's maybe just I distract myself very, very well. I'm an excellent distractor.
Yeah.
Whether I don't notice that quite so much. Because I'm like,
Or maybe,
buying presents and...
Yeah. Or maybe you've just got loads of plans anyway, you know?
Yeah, I am plan-oriented, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, and you're just always doing something, whereas, like, I wouldn't be doing anything, but I think in December it's going to be important for me to do something.
I think the key for me is making sure it's something special.
Yeah.
Like, not just plan, we're doing loads of stuff, but what are the things that I'm going to remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, the wreath making is a definite highlight.
Good.
Doing that with some friends, so we've got that planned in. Mm-hmm. So I think doing something crafty and practical is a really lovely thing to do at Christmas.
And there's all sorts of stuff around like that. That's the kind of stuff I love. I love stuff like that. A special Christmas workshop.
Would you do something like that with me?
Maybe.
Fucking hell, Katie.
No. It's really hard to get me to agree to anything, isn't it? Yeah.
You love crafting.
No, I know I do. Yeah, I do.
Oh, I did this lovely bauble making one at the biscuit factory with Kath from Decluttering Kath.
Yes.
And our friend Emily.
That I would be a lot more into. The thing that puts me off about a wreath making workshop is you end up with a wreath at the end of it that I don't want.
Do you not put on your bloody door?
Nah.
Why not?
Not into decorations, really.
Oh, but that's part of the celebrating, Katie.
I know, maybe you're right.
I think that would boost your self-esteem.
Yeah. I've never had a proper tree.
Maybe we can do an experiment this year of like trying to make more of it to see if it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it doesn't, or you're like, what a waste of time.
Yeah.
Don't. But like making the house look nice, getting some nice Christmas smells in, putting a wreath on your door.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's worth a go. Like, I've always sort of thought, I've never had a proper tree because I've always sort of thought, well, you know, I don't have kids, so there's no...
If you had a partner, would you do it?
Like, no, not really. Unless the partner was bothered. The partner's never been bothered. So maybe I need to do it for myself.
Yeah. I'd give it a try.
Yeah.
It might be a pile of shit and you hate it.
Yeah, might be, but it is worth a go, yeah.
I do think there's something special because I remember the first year I didn't get a tree until right up until the last minute. And then when I finally got it, I was like, why the hell did I not do this sooner?
Yeah.
It was just me in the house.
Yeah.
Like the kids are away. And then I got a tiny tree. It
Yeah,
was
that's
literally like the size of this microphone.
Yeah, that's what I would do, yeah.
And with like a few, like my massive bauble that I've made with Kath and Emily.
Yeah.
Dangling off it like
Yeah.
precariously. But
That's okay.
it's not, I do think there is something nice and there's memories in these things and you can keep them and
true.
collect them.
Mm-hmm. That's what Christmas is about, isn't it? Getting all the old stuff out and looking at it.
You can make memories as a single person as well as a couple person.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Like those gorgeous ones that I bought from your shop.
Yeah, they're really nice.
So I got a flamingo and a narwhal made out of felt from the shop that Katie works in called Bellwoods in Whitley Bay. Not Christmassy in the slightest.
Some of them are. Some of them have Christmas hats on.
But the ones I've chosen are not.
Yeah, no, they're not, no. But, like, who says a narwhal isn't Christmassy anyway?
And to me, it's irrelevant. Like, this is what I've enjoyed this year. I've been getting in the sea with my inflatable flamingo boyfriend, Ryan Goslingo.
Yes, Ryan Goslingo.
So they're like perfect examples of I was single, but these are lovely memories that I've made.
Yeah, and they're going to be with you forever then, baubles.
And they're being honoured at Christmas.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
And it's special and we're celebrating.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. I've got a note here about leaning on healthy habits.
Yeah, so I guess it's more important at Christmas time than it is ever, really, like, because that's the time when you might feel a bit more down. I don't know, maybe not, but yeah, I'm definitely going to try and make sure that I keep up with my self-care stuff.
Yeah, I think, especially because, like, you've identified that could be a time when you feel more sad. And especially for you because it's fresh because this time last year...
Well, exactly.
Well, I say it's fresh for you. I'm I was also dating somebody that I really liked.
Yeah.
This time last year. It's Christmas morning with them.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's never easy, is it?
You're like, oh, that was really nice and fun, and I'm not doing that this year. But that's their loss.
Yeah, absolutely is. Mm-hmm. And we can make our own nice Christmases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to hang out with me for Christmas, Katie?
You asked this just before we started recording, and I gave you a resounding no.
I was like, fuck you then.
And I feel like now that's the wrong response. So yeah.
You don't want to.
No, not massively.
Your loss.
Okay. It is my loss, yeah. I'm going to go.
It's not really.
I'm going to go and see my family. You know?
I'll let you go see your family.
Yeah, great, thank you.
But yeah, for a moment I was like, do you want to hang out? And Katie's like, not really, no.
I don't. That's terrible, isn't it? Not because of you, because of Christmas.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. I just don't think I want to do anything that isn't just what I've always done now. Like, spent so many Christmases all over the place. Like, I've probably only got a few good years of my grandparents left. Like, time to appreciate that.
It would be more like where are you going to sleep that night?
On Christmas night, I'll go home. So this is the other thing. Like, my dad has to come and get me and take me home as well because there's no public transport and I don't have a car. And that makes me feel like old Auntie Ethel that they have to go and get. You know, like, oh, we'll go and get Katie then and we'll take her home afterwards.
Poor Katie.
Yeah.
Oh, where do they live? I might come and get you and then insist that we watch back-to-back Sex and the City and eat Chinese.
At my Christmas dinner? I don't think we'll like that.
No, afterwards.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll be with my family.
Yeah, but
and then I need to take the kids to their dad. I'm assuming they'll wake up with me this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you'll be free afterwards. That's quite nice.
I'll go to my mum and dad's, though.
Yeah, good.
I think I'd be very... I know now that me on my own is not a good recipe for Happy Hannah.
Yeah. My family don't really drink that much. So we'll have Christmas dinner and then we'll have like a little gap in the afternoon and then we'll go to my grandma's for like a buffet that she puts on that obviously nobody ever eats.
She's stuffed.
Yeah. And then that's normally finished around 5 or 6ish and then we go home afterwards. But I think I probably will just go home and have a drink afterwards because by that point I'm always like, oh, I want a glass of wine now.
Yeah. Maybe take some with you.
Well, I mean, I could. Like, we probably, I don't know. We might have one, but it's, my dad isn't really big on it and my grandparents don't drink, so nobody really does. I know.
It's like the opposite of most families.
Yeah, and so Christmas. Everybody else is having a lovely, boozy Christmas, and I'm like sat there hankering for a glass of wine the whole day, but...
Well, I won't be drinking.
No, I know, yes. Which is great.
No.
It's not.
No, I mean, I'm totally cool with it. It's fine. Yeah. I reckon I'll probably, this is what I did 2 years ago when I didn't have the kids in the afternoon. Got to my mum and dad's, had Sunday lunch, ate Christmas lunch, ate loads, and then spent about 3 hours doing a jigsaw.
Oh, nice.
So nice.
Yeah, I love that.
And my granddad was trying to do it too, and I'm like...
Get off my jigsaw, granddad. That's what Christmas is
from
about.
The side, and I'm like... I want to get all the little wins.
Yeah.
That's the only time I do jigsaws, but I actually really quite love them.
That's what Christmas is about. We don't need anybody else to do that, do we?
No, they would definitely get in the way. I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to be like, I'm just going to go sit in this room on my own for 3 hours. You
Very
guys
selfish
have fun.
about our jigsaws.
Oh, Grandad, go sit in the living room.
Oh, Grandad.
No, I'm kidding. I love him being there. It's lush.
Yes, good.
Yeah. I think that's all I've got. I feel like we need more.
Well, I guess the takeaway from this is just make sure that you, like, if you're going to be single at Christmas, I suppose there's no predicting that yet, really, is there? You might meet the man of your dreams tomorrow, but the point is, like, make sure that you're taking care of yourself and make sure that you've got some nice plans and make sure that you're celebrating properly if that's what you want to do.
If that's what you want to do. I think that's really important if you are in a relationship too. Because many of our listeners will be married, or happily married or unhappily married.
Yeah.
And making that space and time is equally as important. And having lovely things to look forward to.
Yeah.
And not over planning.
Yeah.
That's a big thing about Christmas. It's one fucking month.
Yeah.
How
that's
quick
true.
does like all the other months go? Every
Yeah.
time a month goes, I'm like, oh my God, it's like October already. And now we're nearly...
Well, and it's like December finishes on the 25th, isn't it? So, like, it is actually a bit shorter than the other ones.
You've got that week after, which, like, nobody knows what it is and what it's for. But, yeah.
Previously coined in-between-mas.
In-between-mas. But just being mindful that we are but humans.
Exactly.
And so are children.
Yeah.
So if you're planning, lots of different outings with kids, bear in mind that they need lots of space in that time because it's crazy. And I am basically like a child, so that's why I can tell you with authority that's what they need.
Yeah, but you can just do what the kids are doing. Like, it's your same rules for the rest of life, but at Christmas time.
Yeah, so I've planned one nice thing for us to do, and I feel like that's enough because they're still at school.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're at school, and then we're doing one of those outdoor light trails.
Ooh.
Which is so awesome.
Yeah.
They are really lovely special things to do, but they cost an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
And then if you add on going to the Panto, I'm like, it's an actual joke. I did look at going to the Panto and the cheapest tickets for something I didn't really want to go see. Because let's face it, they're a bit iffy.
Yeah, they are.
I was like, do you know what? I don't want to spend £80.
No.
Going to see a Panto and trying to squeeze it in at some point because obviously when you're co-parenting you've only got them half the time.
Yeah. And there's a lot of that at Christmas, isn't there? Like obligations, just don't do the stuff you don't want to. Like,
I would say pick one special thing.
Yeah.
And if you've got your children more, then obviously plan more. But my kids are already going to the Panto with school. I don't need to do that as well.
No.
And they also really like a bit of downtime.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As do I.
They'll just be interested in what Santa's bringing.
Mm-hmm. And hyper.
Yeah, exactly. And trying not to eat too much chocolate. Well, they won't be trying. You'll be trying to get them not to eat too much chocolate.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. I'm stuffing it in my face.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, eat some nice chocolate.
Can't. Oh, Mum.
That's another good tip for being single at Christmas. Eat some nice chocolate.
Yeah, but not too much.
But not too much.
Celebrate. Okay, cool. I feel like we've talked.
Yeah, and also, like, if anybody else has got any tips for being single at Christmas time, like, obviously me and Hannah are amateurs on this subject at the minute. So.
Like, how do I be alive
and
not have somebody else to worry about? It's a weird one, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So.
But no, it shouldn't be.
No, it shouldn't. We should be okay.
We'll be fine. It's all good. Oh, well. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Yay.
I know.
All right then, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time for another episode of Happily Ever After with me, Hannah Harvey. It would be wonderful if you could leave a review and subscribe. And of course, if you have a friend who might enjoy this episode, please do pass it on. For anything else, you can get in touch with me either through Instagram @mumsdays or my website mumsdays.com.